אין גלידה! לא, אנחנו באנו להצטנן, having our coffee, secret place. I don't like crowds. I'm so tired. I guess everybody's tired today. But I'm also grateful there's no war today. Thank you so far. I really think that the soccer was like a camouflage, for all kinds of things. I don't know if camouflage is the right word. Would you say it's the right word? So now we're back to reality. We're all Messi fans. I went by a schoolyard. There were about 4 kids dressed in Messi t-shirts. I remember last time Spain won, I bought my kids Spain t-shirts on sale. And I was hoping Spain would win, and they did. And they were the first ones to have Spain t-shirts. Because I remember then I think Spain was the underdog at that time, not likely to win. Forgot who it was 2010. 16 years later, here we go. Time goes fast when you count it by 4, every 4 years, right? To remind my boys. 12 and 10. They had the t-shirts. They had the t-shirts from Spain. So it was really funny. I was in a pub, and just next to the house. I went just at the end. Thank God I realized this is going to be a really long game, and I wasn't watching most of it. Just towards the end, I went down to see a public viewing in a pub. I didn't realize there were Spain fans, and all of a sudden everybody is like, yeah! And I'm like, yeah! And I realized it's Spain, and I'm like, oh no, I'm supposed to be Argentina, like most of Israel. Shiva didn't want to get involved. Shiva was the Argentinian mascot. So anyway, today's Monday. We start our day with our bagele. And really grateful to be in a cool place because Shiva has epilepsy. She needs a cool place. And I see somebody likes dogs. רואים? יש לך כלב, יש לו סבצ'קה על הרגל. כן, יפה. Tattoo של כלב. Here's a tattoo of a dog, if you look. Very nice man. Maybe coffee this morning. What can I expect? So, my thoughts this morning. I gave a lot of thought to this obsession I have with true crime. And I thought a lot about incidences where men murder women. And then they say, oh, he had a very tough, you don't know what she was like. There's absolutely no excuse for harming anyone. I have a hard time harming insects. Everybody wants to live. But I do think that sometimes in a relationship, you have to say, look, this isn't working out, and you have to communicate. And the problem is that a lot of times, I think this is very typical, I want to talk about relationships today, that we're not aware of the other side. Happens to me, I like to talk, and I go someplace, and there's, and I talk, and I don't realize that the other side doesn't always want to talk, and happens the other way too. Sometimes people talk, and you just can't stop them. And in a relationship, day-to-day life, it happens a lot. No excuse, but if you ask for warning signs, well, I think living with somebody who's a neat freak will drive me up the wall. I don't know if you've seen, I'm not a very neat person. I'm not a very organized person. And actually, men complain about women being neat. But to be honest, because they enjoy it when they have somebody cleaning and doing the wash and everything for them. They complain that the woman is driving them crazy, but to be honest, too much of anything is not good. Too much cleaning and washing. And it's like life is too short. You have to enjoy life. So right now I had something going on, but it was canceled. So all of a sudden I'm like, whoa. So I really want to do art today. I'm going to draw. Usually I can't do it at home, so I'm going to go without Shiva. She's my model. Look at the beautiful shape she has. She's my main model. But anyway, not much going on here, and this is what I like. I love this place. I really enjoy the peace here. Though once I'm here, it's not so peaceful. I like to talk. But you know what? That's a quality I have. So today I had a job offer because, I'm looking for work, mostly teaching. And this man offered me a job. And I was angry because, I have 2 degrees and I can't hide it. And I'm proud of them. And, it's one thing if you come to a foreign country and you don't speak the language. But if you are born in this country and the only reason you don't get a job is because of your age, it's called ageism. And let me talk to you about it. I feel I'm at the prime of my life. Yeah, there's this movie and book, The Prime of Miss Jane Brodie, about this teacher in Scotland. I feel I'm at my prime. I have a lot of experience teaching, and I'm very aware of my character. I do not do things without being aware. I'm aware of other people. I do have my faults. I'm funny. I like children. I really like children for the fact that they are being created. Every day your child is being created by their DNA, by their environment, a lot of environmental, a lot of DNA as well. What I'm proud to say about me as a mother, I have a lot of criticism. But one thing I did good, I really saw the children for what they can do. I never pushed them. I never ever pushed them. I was also not pushed. I didn't have to be pushed because I was very motivated at school at one point. One point not. Puberty is difficult. But never ever push your children. Never ever push your children. Everybody has talents. Your child maybe is not good at school, but they could be good with people. They could be good at sales. They can be good at so many other things. Summer is a good time to find out what you're good at. I always loved animals. I worked at a vet. Well, it was for free. I was volunteering. And I already saw that I would have a hard time because of the fact that the pain and suffering of animals is something that I can't really can't deal with. Especially at the time, they used to cut ears and tails off. That was the main job he had. You had purebred dogs, Doberman, boxers, and then we just cut off their tails. I don't know if boxers, the ears of boxers. I think boxers don't have tails. I'm not sure. I have to find out. And I thought, this is horrible work. Cutting off healthy ears and tails? For what? So my father's uncle used to exhibit dogs and used to breed dogs and used to drown cats in a bucket. I never saw it, but that's what I heard. If they were not purebred, if the cat would breed with another cat that was not purebred Siamese, he would actually drown the kittens. So I come from a very cruel family. I don't want to say their ethnic origin, but it's a cruel place to grow up in. Or even if they didn't grow up in it, it's a quite cruel society. On the one hand, love animals. On the other hand, drowning kittens in a bucket because they're not purebred. Come on, man. Very practical farming attitude. We're not going to feed animals that are not going to be sold or exhibited. And he used to win gold. There's a lot of cruelty in our world. And I say, this dog is the best dog. I was sitting in a Druze restaurant, and they were talking about how they'd spend 10,000 shekels to buy purebred dogs. I have so many dogs roaming in the south. And look at this dog, amazing. She protects me against pit bull. Yesterday we saw a pit bull. She was very aggressive. Drunks. And she's a lovely dog, and I adopted her. Why the hell buy a dog? Anyway, have a good day.